Hey yo, what's up YouTube? Gecko Girl coming at you with another video. So, I decided to reshoot my last video because I was tired as shit in that video. And gonna continue with that 4-part series. I'm gonna redo Crested Gecko Setup. Okay, so you don't have to get this fancy. Let's flip the camera around. Okay, you do not have to get that fancy with it, okay? But this is about a $200 enclosure. The $200 to $300 enclosure. Actually, the tank itself is like $120. We got it for 40 bucks on Craigslist. About a almost $30 piece of driftwood. I don't know how much he paid for these because he bought those mushroom ledges. I'm assuming like 20 for the two of them. Hey, gorgeous. How you doing? Yes, I realize, people, it's a gargoyle gecko, but same kind of setup for a gargoyle as you would a crested, only add a little bit more foliage. And really, you should have a lot of foliage for your crested. So he's got a little hide over there. Got a place to hide over here and over here. Yeah, so he's good. But and since he's out and about, that's a good sign that he feels safe and secure. Got my little waterfall running in the back. Little Buddha head. Nice touch. These ledges for the food, it's like $8 and another $8 for a big pack of those bowls. Here's another cage. I gotta get a new lamp for it. The lamp I have, the bulb's too big and it doesn't sit right on top of the screen. And the long lamp I have, like this one, doesn't fit the standard size bulb. It's too short. So anyway, 15, 20 bucks. He already had these. Paid 10 for this pack of these. Like 3 cans of spray foam, $8 for that. All in all, I got 300 in this tank. The rocks, found those outside, took them inside, sanitized them with scalding hot water. This I bought later on. The tank itself was 50 bucks. It's a Nat Geo. It was on clearance. This is like about $100 tank, just over $100. Next price down from this one. Actually, no, this one would have been like, yeah, this one's like 120. It was marked down to 50. The next size down from this one is like 100, and then this is 120. This is minimum size for 2 Cresties. This tank over here, and it's 18 by 18 by 24. 12 by 12 by 18 is your minimum for a single Crested Gecko. He is so beautiful. A baby crested is going to cost you anywhere from about $60 to $80 and up. So all in all, get yourself started, about $300-400 bucks gecko and all. Plus you got to think calcium, food, all that. The food's like $9 for a bottle, and that'll last one gecko about 2 months. Or you can buy a bag of Pangea. It'll last a single gecko about 3 months for like $8. I'd go with the Pangea over the bottle of Repashy. Get more bang for your buck. And it does make bigger, stronger geckos. Now, you may ask, maybe I don't want to go with the big fancy setup. Maybe I want to breed. Okay. Again, this is the gargoyle setup. Set the phone down for a second, guys. But again, same basic setup for a crested. And there's this gorgeous guy. Hey, handsome. That's a demon. The last one you saw was Angel. Okay, so Vine, like $5, $6, and I had one in the expensive cages too. These are like $8 to $10. $15. I don't know, a pack of that for like 8, and it did 2 cages, so like $4. And then these tubs are like $6, and you're going to need a soldering iron to make the holes. It's a lot less messy than a drill. It works a lot easier. So all in all, you're looking at about $40, and then you got to count the dirt. So you're looking about $50 basically for a tub setup versus the tank setup. And we already discussed you can do a basic 10-gallon tank setup for a leopard gecko for the same price and have an actual tank. That's a 10-gallon. I realize it's not a vertical, it's a horizontal setup, but this is all I got, and it's next payday. This is getting turned into a gargoyle enclosure so I can separate my last 2 gargoyles. So let's review, guys. $50-$60 for a tank setup, basic setup for a leopard gecko. So like $12-$15 for the tank, $20 for the heat pad. That's about, looking at $35 right there, and then $4 for a brick of dirt. Might as well spring and get the 3-pack for $10. So you're looking at $45 right there. Food dish is another $5, or you can go to Dollar Tree and get a dish for $1. So looking at $46. You can do a Dollar Tree hide. And let's go ahead and say we're going to go with the Dollar Tree hide, and we're also going to get another fancy hide like the one I got in there. So that's $47 plus $10, $57 for a leopard gecko setup. And that's not counting the animal itself, calcium, and all that. About another $10 for a jar of calcium, 15 to 20, or most expensive I've seen them at the pet store is 30 for a leopard gecko. So it's going to put you right about $100 basically. And then also crickets. So yeah, it's going to put you about $100. And also want to get a cricket keeper. They cost about $15. So you're looking at just under like $120 for everything you need to get started with a leopard gecko. So versus check it out, guys. It is done. It is done. So I'm going to break it down real quick for you. That I price matched for $10, ladies and gentlemen. $10. This was $20, so that's $30. $15 on the tiles, $45. Another $55 for the tank. That's $100. $40 for the 2 hammocks. That's $140. Already had the rocks. Again, I tried to find the price of that hide for you guys, that ramp right there. I can't find it anywhere, but this was $13 plus shipping. So we're just gonna say, just to round out all my changes, stuff that I forgot, we're gonna say about 15. So 20. Oh, let's see, 140 plus 15. That's gonna be 155. Okay, plus 25 for this. And here's the lid. So that's going to be 180. This bulb, I'm not going to touch it because I don't want to burn myself, but the red bulb or night bulb, I actually got one over here. This guy, yeah. $13. 9 to $13. So let's just round it off to 15 just to be on the safe side. So we're at 195. And again, I'm overestimating, guys, because of tax and stuff in other states can be different. This bulb was $30. 33. or no, $36. That's right, $36. I price matched it at Pet Supermarket. I price matched it from Chewy.com. Got it for 26 bucks. So, and since I overestimated on another product, we'll just go ahead and take it down to 25. So that's $220. Bowl, $5. It's $2.25. Scrapbook paper, 25 cents each, so 50 cents. And then it took a tube of aquarium silicone, which is $12. So see, we're at 220 plus 12. That's we're just gonna say about 224, 225. So I'm just gonna round it off to a nice 230 is what it cost me to do this cage. I feel like I'm forgetting something. See, tile, hammocks, bowl, basking platform, hi Zelda, scrapbook paper, silicone, lamps, bulbs. Now you're basically overestimating. You're looking at about 250 bucks, which is a little bit cheaper. It's just barely cheaper than the deluxe bearded dragon, the extra large deluxe bearded dragon kit. You're saving about 50 bucks, but even though you're only saving like 50 bucks, look at how much nicer of a cage you're getting, like I said before. So far, Bearded Dragon wins over Crested Gecko. And I hate to say that because Crested Gecko is my favorite. Crested Geckos will always be my favorite. But so far, Crested Gecko is winning over initial cost setup. Now, it does cost more to feed this guy. It does cost more to feed this guy. And I've already cautioned you more about the kits before. So you can get a tropical Crested Gecko kit for like $119, and that's gonna, or no, it's $100 and something. That kit was actually worth it. It's the only kit I've seen is actually worth it, the tropical kit, but you don't get much in it. You still got to get some extra stuff, but it's still gonna come out about the same as if you got everything individually. And again, you don't have to go as nuts as I did with the Crested Gecko tanks and do the whole spray foam background and all that. I did that just because I wanted to. You can just do like a freaking, you don't have to do any background at all, or you can do like a little $10 freaking background from the pet store, you know. Some tanks actually come with it in it. The tank that I got for $40 on Craigslist actually comes with a background with a Buddha carved in it. So you could just use that if you wanted to and just leave the other sides bare. So really all you need is the background, dirt, yeah, a log, piece of wood, about it. For all these animals, you're going to need a spray bottle to spray the cage down. You can get one of those at the Dollar Tree. But at least with my setups, Bearded Dragon won on cheaper setup than my fancy schmancy Crested Gecko setups. Now, if I did the very basic, most basic Crested Gecko tank I could possibly do, then I'd probably be looking at about 150, 200 bucks, so it'd be tied with the Bearded Dragon. It just depends on how far you want to go with the cage. So, without further ado, I'm going to introduce you to the new guy. I really don't want to bother him, but you guys got to see him. He's so cute. I'm not going to get him out. I'm just going to move the lid. So you guys can see him better. I'm not going to get him out because He's had a long, stressful day. Ain't that right, buddy? Where'd you go? Here you are. Hey, cutie. And there he is, guys. He's so cute. He is, I was told he's citrus tiger. I really don't know. But, yeah. Told he is a citrus tiger. I thought they had to be yellow to be citrus, because that's what that one video led me to believe. But I guess technically you could consider orange a citrus, because you use yellow with the red to make it, and orange is a citrusy fruit, so I don't know. But too young to know the sex yet, but so let me know what you guys think on names. Dustin wants to call it Flo Waffle, so please help me come up with a better name, so that way, you know, I'm not stuck with Flo Waffle. Combination of Fluffy and Waffle. No, I want to call it Puff, and then Puff the Magic Dragon. So, but figure that's a good gender neutral name. You look so bored right now. Anyway, so yeah. And that orange you guys see on him is going to come out more and more as he gets bigger. But look, he's so tiny. Look how big the cage is compared to him. Like, yep. Alright. Well, I think that's it for today, guys. So far, again, Bearded Dragon is winning in this 4-part series, or over the Crested Gecko. Leopard Gecko is taking it home, which we already know the cost on that one. So really, Leopard Gecko's and the Leopard Gecko's winning, but I'm gonna go back over those costs in the next video in more detail. And also, gonna show you guys how to set up a gargoyle setup out of a 10-gallon tank. So, and this is something that you can use for a crested. Again, gargoyle setup, same as a crested. Same husbandry, everything. Again, just a little bit more flora in there. Make it feel a little bit more secure. They do stress easier than crested, so keep that in mind. They're more solitary than cresteds, keep that in mind as well. So any kind of other animal hanging around and whatever is going to stress them out. So if they're able to see them 24/7, or if they don't have a lot of places to hide and they can be seen majority of the time, they're going to stress out. So anyway, and we're going to talk about how that changes the cost of the Crested Gecko enclosure a little bit, because that's going to bring it down to around to a little bit more than a tub setup. So, which will put leopard geckos and crested geckos in a tie. Oh, one more thing before I forget, because I just about forgot. As far as these guys being a starter animal, again, I only got to play with him for I only got to hold him for a short amount of time before I left for school. I held him maybe for about 5 minutes, because again, I wanted him to chill out. He had a stressful enough morning, being moved to a new home and everything. I wanted him to chill, get the feel of his new cage and everything. And I watched him in his new cage for a little bit. They're very docile. Extremely docile, extremely friendly. He didn't try to run off from me, nothing. So in that sense, yeah, good starter pet for a kid. But these guys, I about burnt myself on this, like a few times already. About burnt myself on this. So not a good idea if you have a small kid. If you have a teenager who is willing to actually put in the work and put in the effort to taking care of a bearded dragon, because it is a daily job. twice a day, actually, cleaning the cage twice a day, feeding them twice a day, spraying them down once a day. If you got a teen that's actually willing to do that, and they're not going to slack off on it or anything like that, and they're willing to save up their money and lay money back to get bulbs if they need it, you know, willing to set back the money to feed it, willing to get that part-time job to feed their animal, and whatever else you want them to get another job for it. It's just good for kids to get a job in high school anyway, gain experience, but teaches them responsibility. But anyway, if you got a responsible enough teenager that's going to be serious about the animal, I highly recommend it as a first reptile for a teenager. Or even if you got a super responsible, like 10-year-old, and you got the money to feed this animal and replace bulbs, stuff like that, yeah, I would only recommend it for ages 10 and up, though. They're great with little kids. I watched them in videos with little kids and everything. They do really good with little kids, but little kids easily going to burn themselves on something like this. I feel like if a small kid has one of these, it's more for the parent anyway. So if you want one yourself and you're a parent of a small child, 4 or 5-year-old, 6-year-old, go ahead, get you one. You know, it's a good family pet. They're a great family pet. Just keep in mind, out of reach of little hands. I don't have anything to put my cage on. It's sitting on the floor at the moment, but I mean, as long as you got it on like a dresser or some kind of big table or something, you know, up away where the kids can't touch the lights, you're golden. They're only going to see it when you have it out anyway. So, but just keep that in mind. Again, little hands away. I'd probably caution this most for like 6 or 7-year-olds, 8-year-olds. They're at that age where they want to start doing more because they're older and they want to be more independent. They want to take care of the animal themselves, do all the work and stuff themselves, you know, do grown-up stuff. And that's where you may get into an issue with them getting burned by the light or something like that. So in that instance, if they are at that age where they're wanting more independence and they want their own animal, leopard gecko. I would definitely go with the leopard gecko. It's less jumpy than the crested. And they're great kids. They're another good family pet. So, again, only recommend this guy for older kids, or parents with small kids. If you're a parent with a small kid, or you're a teenager wanting your first reptile, you're trying to talk your parents into it, they're not big reptile fans, this is the pet for you. Perfect animal for you. Or if you're looking for a starter animal to get you into the pet trade, not a cheap animal to breed, I would definitely stick with geckos. Those are much cheaper to breed, much cheaper to build multiple enclosures for you to have the room to breed. But if you're wanting to get into the hobby and you're not ready to start breeding yet, and you just want to get your foot wet and, you know, an animal you don't plan on breeding but just want to get used to having a reptile, bearded dragon's a good animal for you too. So, that being said, guys, until next time, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon, show me some love. Alright, guys, until next time, Gecko Girl, peace out.